In this video I'm going to show you all you need to know about the windshield wiper from this Mercedes E-Class. As you can see, there is just one wiper in the middle, therefore it's making it a lot more complex than a regular one. First step, before removing the wiper, turn the key in the first position and check if the switch works. And as you can see, something is wrong with the wiper. I can hear the motor being activated. The wiper wants to move, but nothing is happening. So first thing you want to do, if the wiper doesn't move and you don't hear any noise from the motor when you turn the switch inside the cabin, go ahead and check the fuse. You've got down here the fuse number 3, the 15 amps one. In my situation is good because the motor works. Then next step is to inspect the relays. You've got two relays, one for the speed and one for switching on and off. So you notice that when you diagnose a part, it's important to take it from the easiest thing to check to the most complicated one. So in our situation, we've got the fuse, which is the easiest to check. Then number 2 are the relays. Then you can visually inspect this mechanism inside this cover. You just take out the cover. And finally is to remove all these plastic covers from here, check the motor, check all the parts inside here. So let's go to the relays. We've got 6 screws around here. Let's take them out. These 2 yellow relays are for the wiper, and let's see. I'm going to remove this. You can hear the relay being activated. This is the on and off switch, and this one is for the speed. So if one of these doesn't work, the wiper will not work. Let's see, I'm going to remove this one, and obviously no clicks. So again, right now I'm trying to turn the wiper on. I just hear the click. Let me give it the sound for you. You don't hear the click anymore while I'm trying to turn the wiper on. You just hear the click from the speed relay while the switch inside is on the maximum. So you can hear that, right? However, if I turn to level 1, you don't hear anything, level 2, anything, so only to level 3. And that's a good sign. It means that this switch is in good condition, is not faulty. And surprisingly, these things don't go bad so often, even though they are heavily used also for the turning signals. If, for example, you know that the relays are good, you test them up, as I will show you in a minute, and you don't get the signal here, then you can consider that there is something wrong between the relay and the switch here, and it has nothing to do with the wiper itself or the motor or anything in between. Let's say that the wiper doesn't make any sound, then you can just switch these relays between themselves because they are exactly the same. You should be able to hear the sound now. Let's say that you don't hear any sound. Remove the relays. Then take your voltmeter and insert it inside the pin 86 and 85. Okay, so the relay goes like that. You see here 85, 86. Put in there the terminals from the voltmeter, and you should read 12 volts. Okay, that's going to be the signal to turn on and off the relay. So once you see that, it means that the relay should work as well. Alright, so I've got here 2 cables. One is connected to the ground, one it's on the plus here. We should make this relay work by connecting to pin 86 and 85. And you can hear that, right? Let's keep it on and turn the voltmeter to resistance, and we should be able to see continuity between the other pins, number 30 and 87. And we see that. Okay, now between 30 and 87A, let's turn the relay off, and you should see the continuity down here. And very important, if you test now from pin number 30 and 87 while the relay is off, you should not see any continuity. There is nothing, because if you see continuity, something is wrong with the relay. Probably was on overnight and it burned out the wiper motor, or anything could happen. So Very important to find out what's wrong with the relay, if there is anything wrong with the relay. And another thing you can do while you are here is to unplug this connector, which delivers 12 volt to the motor. All right. Let's get the jumper cables again. The ground one is this, so let's connect it. And this one here is the plus. You can see the motor wants to move, but it cannot move. So even from this point, guys, just for you to understand how important it is to take it step by step, even if you apply 12 volts here and the motor doesn't work, this doesn't mean that the motor is bad. It can still be a problem of the wiring from this point to the motor. So it's very important to take it very in detail and step by step, because this is the secret when you do a diagnose on anything. Alright, so basically we gotta take out this plastic cover and that one on the other side. Let's start with this one. We've got one screw here, beautiful screw. Let's take it out. There is one more screw down here, one more screw in this hole here, and usually they are a little bit rusted. The camera stopped working, but this is what I did. You've got 4 screws in here. You just have to open this. This cover will come out first, then you get access to the screws, and this one comes easy out and it will reveal the motor. Next, we gotta do the same on the second cover. Okay, this usually doesn't come out that easy. I think somebody worked on here. As you can see, this one is improvised here. You can actually remove this cover and break this small ring here, because it's not gonna make any difference and you don't need to worry about that. Okay, so with a 10mm, you've got 3 bolts around here which holds the whole unit on, and of course this plastic clip which is improvised. Plug the connector. Here it comes. Now you can inspect it and see if there are any physical issue with this. And back here you can see how it works. The motor will spin, will pull this lever. Once this lever is pulled, you get these 2 levers, which one of it will pull this other lever this way. So basically it will be twisted that way. Once that thing is twisted, you still get some more complication in here, which finally will make this whole unit wipe that way, but also this unit will go in and out in a synchronized way, so you can cover a lot more surface on the window. So it's a very smart idea and pretty well engineered, and it looks solid. All of it is metal. It's quite heavy, and usually the mechanical part, this physical part, is not gonna break that easy unless you damage it. Therefore, from this point, the only thing you can replace from here is the wiper blade, of course, and the motor itself can be removed from here. So first you're gonna need a 13mm to remove this one. With a power tool it's gonna be a lot more easier. Now let's pry it out. Now let's go with the 10mm and disconnect the motor and disconnect the motor from the unit. Now another failure that can happen if the motor works and the blade doesn't move is that the point here, this special area which is supposed to connect with this little arm, is rounded up. So basically the motor will spin, but it will not grip on this little arm in order to move the other parts. That will happen if you hear probably the noise that the motor spins, but the wiper blade doesn't spin. So it's important to check this area. This area has to be clean and not rusted or anything. Okay, so now let's say you've got the new motor on. Go ahead and place back the arm. Install the arm in the same position you found it. So this is gonna be pretty much the position of it. Okay guys, so that was pretty much it. Hopefully this video is gonna help you to fix the problem with your windshield wiper. If so, give this video a thumbs up and check out the other videos I made about this car. Also, if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. It's free for you. It will motivate me to make a lot more videos for you guys. So stay tuned and I will see you soon.